When you head to the ballot box in less than 2 weeks now, you'll be asked to help with a critical decision to determine the future of voter rights here in Michigan. Take a look. It's Proposal 2 on the ballot, and it would enact a number of election changes to the state constitution. The petition for Promote the Vote 2022 got nearly 670,000 signatures. So what exactly would change if Proposal 2 passes? 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell takes an in-depth look at the law.
This is a look at Proposal 2. It lists 9 voting rights that would become part of Michigan's constitution if passed. One big change would impact members of our military.
For the military, right now, they have to have the ballot in by Election Day. This would allow them to send it by Election Day.
Correct.
West Bloomfield Township Clerk Debbie Binder sat down with us to give us a look at how the proposal would change how she and other clerks around the state operate. She says in some cases it puts current laws in the state constitution. For example, it would make Michigan's law on how you identify yourself to vote part of the Constitution.
They either have to have one of the acceptable forms of photo ID, or they have to sign an affidavit saying they are not in possession of their photo ID.
And having a photo ID is a gold standard.
Former Secretary of State Ruth Johnson, who now is a state senator, says she believes the affidavit is not enough. Voter Dan Poole says this is why he would vote against Proposal 2.
I want to see voter ID.
One of the big changes in Proposal 2 is you would have in-person voting for 9 days before the election. Right now, you can vote absentee in person before the election, but it's not exactly the same. You can see here at the West Bloomfield Township Clerk's office, this is where they have the absentee ballots after they are checked against the qualified voter file and verified. They are kept here until Election Day when they are tabulated. If you had early voting, as Proposal 2 would allow, voters would be able to feed their ballots through a tabulator at a voting center.
We're not going to get results ahead of time, but if you spoiled your ballot, you're going to know it because it's going to spit it back out at you and you'll have the opportunity to correct it.
Voters who support this say it will make voting more accessible.
People who work and have lives need to have the ability to vote outside of the one day that the state has mandated.
It should be a lot easier to vote.
Critics of that change say it will take more resources.
And you would have to hire many more people than right now are available.
State Senator Johnson says while many parts of the proposal are already law, that doesn't mean voting on them doesn't matter. If passed, the proposal limits the legislature.
When something goes into our Constitution, we may not block it.
Some supporters of the bill say that's the point.
There are so many opportunities now, decisions made by the legislature to put serious limits around who has access.
Thank you for voting.
Thank you, Clerk Binder. And if you want to read the proposal before you vote, you can go to our website, WXYZ.com. Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
And we hope you will do just that. Read that proposal and all the others before you vote. And don't forget to vote on November 8th. The polls across the state are open on Election Day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.